one of you for coming out here in support of community social service workers. As Michael said, my name is Sheryl Burns, and I've been working in the community social services sector most of my adult life. And because of that, I know and truly believe that we are the heart and soul of our community. Yes! That without us and without the support that we provide, individuals, families, and communities suffer. As community social service workers, we are forced to bear witness to the impact that the Liberal cuts have had on the people that we support. Abused women denied the legal aid that they need. Scores and scores of homeless people unable to find a safe and warm bed for the night. Developmentally challenged people suddenly cut off from financial and social support that they've had all their lives. And all because of a birthday. Nothing else had changed. It's just because of a birthday. These kinds of heartbreaks and many, many others are the kinds of things that we're forced to bear witness to, and yet we're paid peanuts for the work that we do. We go home and we juggle to make ends meet. And as Patsy said, we have workers in our sectors that are forced to go to the food bank in order to feed their kids. And you know what? In spite of this, the government will claim that we are being greedy when we ask for fair and reasonable wage increases. They'll say that we don't understand economics and that we certainly don't understand the current economic situation and that there just isn't any money for fair and reasonable wage increases. But you know what? We do understand economics, don't we?
Yeah!
We know that our wages will no longer pay for gas at the pumps. We know that the cost of bread has risen further than the cost of our wages. And we know that our wages now are worth less than they were back in 2000 or 1999. And what the government won't tell you is that community social service workers have been squeezed for far too long and that we can't afford to be squeezed any longer.
Yeah!
The cost of living keeps on rising and more of us are forced to work 2 or 3 jobs just in order to make ends meet and keep a roof over our heads. And the other thing that the Liberal government won't admit to is that we gave them $300 million in savings since 2004. And the underpaid community social service workers help fund their wage increases of 43%. How can it be bad for the economy to have fair and reasonable wage increases? How can it possibly be bad to make sure that a single mother can afford to stand in a grocery store lineup instead of a food bank lineup? How can that be bad for the economy? Sisters and brothers, for every dollar that a community social service worker earns, $1 is pumped right back into our economy. Making sure that British Columbian workers have a fair and reasonable wage increase is the best way of making sure that our economy is revitalized. The money is there, sisters and brothers. The Liberal government just has to value the people that we support. And they have to recognize that we truly are the heart and soul of our community.
Yeah!
Something